Good evening, this is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Nobin Pradhan with the evening news and these are the headlines. Last rites on mortal remains of Union Minister Vilas Paswan performed with full state honours. Centre issues fresh advisory to states on women's safety. World Mental Health Day is being observed today. And Nagaland registers 61 fresh COVID-19 cases. Tally reaches 6,949. The details. The last rites on the mortal remains of Union Minister Vilas Paswan were performed with full state honours at Janadhan Ghat on the banks of river Ganga in Patna. Chirag Paswan, the son of the departed leader, performed the last rites. The guard of honour was accorded by Jawans of the Army, Navy and Air Force at the venue of the funeral. The state police also accorded guard of honour. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Kumar Modi, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, Union Ministers of State Nityanand Rai, Ashwini Kumar Choube, and leaders of different political parties and LGP supporters arrived to bid last adieu to the beloved leader. Earlier, thousands of people participated in the funeral procession of the departed leader. The centre has issued a fresh advisory to states on safety of women and how to deal with crimes against them, and said any failure of police to adhere to laid down rules does not augur well for the delivery of justice. In the advisory, Home Ministry said there should be compulsory registration of an FIR in case of a cognizable offence under the CRPC. It said the law also enables the police to register an FIR or a zero FIR in case the crime is committed outside the jurisdiction of the police station in the event of receipt of information on commission of a cognizable offence, which includes cases of sexual assault on women. The ministry said, however, even with stringent provisions in law and several capacity building measures undertaken, any failure of police to adhere to these mandatory requirements may not augur well for the delivery of criminal justice in the country, especially in the context of women's safety. The advisory said such lapses, if noticed, need to be investigated into and stringent action taken immediately against the concerned officers responsible for it. Today is World Mental Health Day. The day is observed every year on the 10th October to raise awareness about mental health issues and provide information on different programs on treatment of mental illness. Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan has said that due to lack of awareness about mental health issues as well as stigma attached to mental illness, people are hesitant to come forward and seek medical help. He reiterated commitment of the government to provide comprehensive and quality mental health services. The minister appealed to the people to make use of available mental health care services. Along with the rest of the world, Nagaland observed World Mental Health Day today. The State Mental Health Institute, SMHI Kohima, organized the event under the theme Mental Health for All, Greater Investment, Greater Access. Speaking on the occasion, Medical Superintendent, SMHI Kohima, Dr. T. Wabang, said despite the growth in awareness on mental health, investment in mental health remains to be stagnant across the globe. Dr. Wabang therefore called upon the need to invest more in mental health issues. Today is also World Migratory Bird Day. In a tweet, Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar said that India has launched a national action plan for conservation of migratory birds along the Central Asian Flyway. He said, saving migratory birds is saving the wetlands and terrestrial habitats and saving an ecosystem benefiting communities dependent on wetlands. Goa has become the first Har Ghar Jal state in the country by providing tap water connection to every rural household. The state has provided tap water connection to 230,000 rural households. North Goa with 165,000 rural households and South Goa with 98,000 rural households in 191 Gram Panchayats are fully saturated with assured piped water supply through tap connections. Jal Shakti Ministry said Goa's achievement is an example for other states to emulate and ensure every rural home gets tap connection, and especially in these times of COVID-19 pandemic. The ministry said the state is now planning for a sensor-based service delivery monitoring system to monitor the functionality of water supply. You're listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. In Nagaland, 61 people, including 46 traced contacts, 6 each from armed forces and returnees, and 3 frontline workers tested positive for COVID-19 today, taking the total tally of positive cases in the state to 6,949. At the same time, 33 people have been also recovered. So far, there are 1,232 active cases, of which 1,173 are asymptomatic, 46 cases are mild, 11 moderate cases, 1 with severe case, and 1 under ventilator. Meanwhile, a total of 5,635 people have recovered from the infection. The recovery rate of COVID-19 patients is now at 81.09%. At present, 172 positive cases are under home isolation, 328 are under facility quarantine, and 924 persons are under home quarantine. Health Minister S. Pangneupom in a tweet applauded all frontline workers for their relentless effort in the fight against the virus. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the physical distribution of property cards under the Swamitva scheme tomorrow through video conferencing to transform rural India and empower millions of people. The Swamitva scheme, which was launched in April this year, aims to provide the record of rights to village household owners in rural areas and issue property cards. The scheme is being implemented across the country in a phased manner over a period of 4 years and will cover around 6,62,000 villages of the country. Unidentified miscreants lobbed a grenade at Assam Rifles Transit Camp, Dhansiri Outpost, located at Purana Bazar in Dimapur this morning around 5 a.m. PRO of Dimapur Police, T. Relo I, confirmed that the grenade exploded inside the camp, but no casualty was reported. IA said the motive behind the attack is yet to be ascertained. In an unfortunate incident at Kulazubasa village under Phek district, 2 houses were completely razed down by fire this morning. Sources said the fire broke out at around 3:30 a.m. and the cause of the fire was suspected to be from the cardamom dryer machine. Despite the efforts of the villagers, the houses were completely gutted, where about 16 lakh worth property was damaged. However, no casualties were reported. In a heartwarming gesture, the neighboring villages came forward to contribute relief materials, while the volunteers from the village helped construct new houses for the 2 families. Meanwhile, the district administration and police from Cheteba town visited the spot to take stock of the incident. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio on the 25th of this month. It will be the 70th episode of the monthly radio program. People can share their views in the Namo app or MyGov Open Forum. They can also dial the toll-free number 1-800-117800 and record their message for the Prime Minister in either Hindi or English. People can also give a missed call on 1922 and follow the link received in SMS to directly give their suggestions to the Prime Minister. And as the nation fights the COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaj ki duri, a distance of 2 yards for social distancing, and focus on hand hygiene. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Last rites on mortal remains of Union Minister Vilas Paswan performed with full state honours. Centre issues fresh advisory to states on women's safety. World Mental Health Day is being observed today, and Nagaland registers 61 fresh COVID-19 cases. Tally reaches 6,949. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.